This would be desirable, and I'm looking forward to hearing your specific proposals on this.
Și 30 de secunde.
1.5 minutes, Mr. Hayes.
Thank you indeed, President. I welcome the report by my colleagues and thank them for that report, and welcome President Draghi to the European Parliament. When one looks back in the last 10 years, significant progress has been made in getting the Eurozone economy to a much better place. We look at the jobs numbers, we look at GDP growth, especially the last 3 years, and we look at the emerging investment which is taking place. And inflation, getting it close to 2%, is not just important in terms of reflating the Eurozone economy, but it's also important in helping to reduce debt piles, which are very significant in countries that went through a bailout programme such as my own. So I recognise that progress. I also recognise the very significant impact that you have made, President Draghi, in terms of the bond buying exercise that you directed with the Executive Council. And that sends out a strong message of trying to reflate the economy at a time when we needed funding. And we recognise that it will come to an end at some point, it will be tapered, but I think there are issues still, and I've raised them before, around how much each member state is asked to give in terms of the national outstanding amount. My issue, though, is to ask you once again to continue a dialogue with policymakers in member states, and especially go to member state parliaments. I hope you will have an opportunity of visiting the Irish Oireachtas and possibly the Finance Committee between now and the end of your mandate in October 2019. I think that sends out the right signal to member states, to national parliaments, to have an engagement with the President of the ECB, so that those member state policymakers are aware of the objectives for our currency. Thank you.
Mr. Hayes, would you accept a blue card from our colleague, Mr. Giegold?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian, for accepting that question. Look, we are just in front of also a Parliament vote on possible candidates for the Directorate, and I'm asking myself the following. Is it a good development that former finance ministers, which basically